Real Madrid, a club that truly embodies its regal name, not through mere hereditary privilege, but through the very tangible weight of its real achievements. For the word real, in Spanish, means royal, yet in English, it suggests something even more profound: authenticity, truth, while Madrid, the capital city, grounds this royalty in a specific time and place. Together, they form more than just a football club's name. They represent the perfect intersection of aristocratic heritage with the relentless pursuit of tangible achievement. Indeed, Real transcends its royal origins in Spanish or Royal Madrid to embody something greater: truth, authenticity, and greatness in any language. And if you look closer, you can see all the magnificent elements that make Real Madrid truly special. Those 14 Champions League/European Cup titles, symbolized by the golden stars, more than any other club. The 35 La Liga titles, representing its domestic dominance. The legendary Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, a cathedral of football, which is so masterfully represented within the design. It was founded in 1902 and granted its royal status by King Alfonso XIII in 1920, and they are known as Los Blancos, the Whites, for their iconic all-white kit represents a kind of purity and excellence. Their home, which is La Casa Blanca, the White House, is a veritable fortress of football artistry. The crown in their crest symbolizes not just the patronage of royalty, but their undeniable status as football royalty. While their motto, Hala Madrid, Go Madrid, echoes through all generations. And while they are indeed a club, they are also so much more than that. They are a global institution that transcends mere sport, a home to legendary Galacticos, from Di Stefano to Zidane, from Cristiano Ronaldo to all of today's modern stars. They are renowned for Madridismo, a philosophy that combines excellence, resilience, and spectacular football. And what better way to show that than through the Bernabéu roar? For it is there that miracles happen and legends are born. They are masters of beautiful attacking football, where they never give up until the final whistle, making them famous for their dramatic comebacks. An excellence that can be found in every aspect of their system, from their youth academy to their first team, and also possessing an unwavering winning mentality that expects nothing less than ultimate victory. For Real Madrid isn't just a football club. It's a testament to sporting excellence, cultural significance, and timeless values, where the white shirt carries the weight of all their rich history, while continuing to write new chapters in the beautiful game, and every match is an opportunity to add to their ever-growing legacy, with every season acting as an opportunity to reach new heights. And the visual elements within this design represent this rich tapestry. The Grand Crown symbolizes both their royal heritage and the supremacy that they have also so readily earned. Their 14 stars in a circle represent their unmatched Champions League triumph. The stadium silhouette pays homage to their iconic home, while the golden accents reflect their status as football royalty, and the elegant typography and layout perfectly mirror their sophisticated style of play. For you see, the Bernabéu isn't just a stadium. It's a living monument, a temple that literally breathes football, and its recent renovation symbolizes the club's perfect fusion of tradition and innovation, where its iconic towers and steep stands create a veritable amphitheater of dreams, in which every single seat tells its own story, and where every corner holds a memory. And much like the club itself, Madridismo is, in truth, a deep and complex philosophy, for it represents the pursuit of excellence in every single action, the dignity that they display in victory, and the grace that they display in defeat, and it embodies the belief that impossible is truly nothing, and a commitment to what they believe to be aesthetic beauty in football. They are a team defined by their defining moments. The Di Stefano signing, which truly changed the very face of football history. The 5 consecutive European Cups from 1956 to 1960. The EE team of the 1960s. The Quinta del Buitre era. The Galacticos Revolution. The Decima Obsession and Triumph. And most recently, the 3-peat Champions League dynasty. All of this also reflects in their stylistic evolution, from Di Stefano's total football to Zidane's elegant control, with a perfect counterattack, refined over decades, and a form of possession with purpose, attacking with precision, and the art of always choosing the decisive moment, all of which leads to their tremendous social impact, which is something beyond the sport itself. They have acted as a unifying force during Spain's turbulent history, and they are an ambassador of Spanish culture worldwide, a dream factory for millions of youth, an economic powerhouse and global brand, where La Fabrica, the team's youth academy, has produced generations of raw talent, all of whom understand the weight of the white shirt and its attendant responsibility and pride, making mental strength as important as technical skill, and forever upholding the obligation to entertain, while, at the same time, winning. And all of that is reflected in the epic saga of Real Madrid, a saga that all begins with the mythological foundation for. In the ancient tradition of all epic narratives, Real Madrid truly stands as our modern Olympus, where mortals ascend to godhood through deeds of unprecedented glory, and much like the great houses of classical literature, the white shirt bears a weight far heavier than mere fabric. It is a mantle of destiny. This carries over into the hero's journey, and as Homer sang of Achilles and Hector, so do we now speak of Di Stefano, the golden arrow, whose arrival truly changed the very fabric of football's reality, and also Puskas, the galloping major, whose left foot wrote pure poetry in motion and roll, El Capitan, the eternal guardian of the white flame, as well as Zidane, the elegant sorcerer, whose pirouettes defied the very laws of physics, and most recently, Cristiano Ronaldo, the eternal strider, whose leap touched the very stars themselves. All of that plays out on their sacred grounds, for the Bernabeu rises like Camelot from the Madrid earth. Its towers pierce the sky, like ancient minarets. Its steep stands echo with the roars of 100,000 souls. Its pitch is a green canvas where dreams are painted, and the tunnel is a passage between the mortal and immortal realms. And much like all epic tales, Real Madrid's story is also one of eternal struggle, a quest for La Decima, a decade-long odyssey, and the endless duel with Barcelona, the Ajax and eternal Hector, European nights, where the impossible becomes destiny, last-minute victories that echo through time like Zeus's thunder, all of which, in turn, sets up all of the prophecies and promises, and as in Virgil's works, certain truths are eternal. The white shirt must always attack until the final whistle. Glory must be seized with both hands. Style and substance must dance as one, and the future must be earned through all present courage. These ideas extend to the philosophical foundations, like Tolkien's deeply layered world-building, where we find that Madridismo is a code of conduct and belief, the weight of heritage in every touch, the responsibility to entertain while conquering, and the careful balance between individual brilliance and collective harmony, all of which is further reflected in the architectural symbolism, where the Bernabeu stands as both a fortress and a temple, its four towers like the pillars of heaven. The presidential box acting as Mount Olympus, the pitch as the field of eternal glory, and the trophy room acting as the very halls of Valhalla, with cultural resonance beyond sport itself, and much like all great epics, they have become a unifying force transcending boundaries, a repository of shared dreams and memories, a standard-bearer for excellence and ambition, and a crucible where all true legends are always forged, while upholding the eternal return, where each season brings new heroes, rising to challenge the old, with fresh new chapters in an endless story, providing countless moments that echo through eternity, and the chance to add to the ever-evolving legend. And finally, it is important to view the complete epic of Real Madrid through a broader scope, where the mythological foundation, much like the founding of Rome itself, Real Madrid's origin story blends divine favor with mortal ambition, with the divine mandate, the royal blessing of Alfonso XIII, the white shirt as a sacred vestment, the obligation of excellence, and the heavy burden of destiny, as well as the sacred geography, where Madrid is the cosmic center, the Bernabeu acting as Mount Olympus. The pitch is hallowed ground, and the stands become a mighty amphitheater of dreams, while still acknowledging the hero's journey, as each era brings forth its champions, much like the great cycles of myth, the founding fathers, Santiago Bernabeu, the visionary king, Di Stefano, the divine arrow, Gento, the galactic whirlwind, and Puskas, the thunderfoot, the classical era, Santillana, the noble warrior, Camacho, the iron guardian, Juanito, the spirit eternal, and Butragueño, the vulture's dance, the modern legends, Roll, the eternal captain Roberto Carlos, the thunder thigh Casillas, the holy guardian and Ramos, the last-minute savior, the Galacticos, Zidane, the ballet warrior, Ronaldo, the phenomenon Figo, the controversial prince and Beckham, the golden knight, and finally, the contemporary heroes, Cristiano, the perfect storm Modric, the ethereal conductor Benzema, the silent assassin and Cruz, the metronome master, all of whom have graced the team's presence and added to its history, as they all play on the sacred grounds, the Bernabeu, that living entity, its physical temple, with the towering stands like cathedral walls, the pitch as a sacred altar, the tunnel as the passage to glory, and the dressing room as a warrior's sanctuary. And then, there is also the spiritual essence, where the roar of the crowd acts as divine chorus, the night air, forever charged with possibility, the floodlights as a celestial illumination, and the very grass touched by legends, and all of this is then further defined by the eternal struggle, elaborated, those great conflicts that have always defined the club, external battles, the Barcelona rivalry, fire and ice, the Atletico derby, city soul, the European conquest, universal glory and their world domination, global legacy, as well as internal quests, the pursuit of perfection, the delicate balance of power and beauty, the heavy weight of expectation, and the great responsibility of leadership, all of which is then furthered by philosophical foundations, the underlying principles that govern the club, the Madrid Code, attack as destiny, victory as obligation, style as necessity, and honor as foundation, as well as the spiritual values, resilience in adversity, grace in triumph, dignity in defeat, and excellence in all things. And finally, we must explore the final chapter, architecture, culture, and eternity, specifically the architectural symbolism of the Santiago Bernabeu, a monument to dreams, with the physical manifestation, for towers reaching skyward like ancient minarets, steep vertical stands creating a cauldron of passion, the pristine pitch as nature's perfect canvas, and the presidential box overlooking creation like Olympian gods, as well as the symbolic elements. The white exterior reflecting a purity of purpose, the circular design suggesting infinity, the modernization representing eternal renewal, and the capacity to hold 81,044 dreams simultaneously, while also understanding their cultural resonance, which is nothing less than a global institution, beyond just the sport itself, and the societal impact, which represents a unifying force transcending political divisions, an ambassador of Spanish culture worldwide, a beacon of excellence inspiring generations, and a dream factory for millions of youth, while also noting their economic influence, the Madrid brand as a global cultural currency, the Galacticos' philosophy reshaping football economics, the marriage of tradition and innovation, and the blueprint for modern football institutions and their artistic inspiration, the white shirt as a canvas for greatness, the beautiful game elevated to high art, the drama rivaling classical theater, and the narratives worthy of all epic poetry, which all, in turn, leads to the eternal return, the cyclical nature of glory, with the seasonal cycle, where each August brings a rebirth, every match writes new history, each trophy adds to the legend, and every generation carries the torch, and the evolutionary spiral, from Di Stefano to Zidane to Bellingham, from European Cup to Champions League, from local hero to global icon, and from past glory to all future promises, while all is supported by the timeless constants, the eternal values, excellence never compromised, dignity always maintained, attack forever mandated, and glory eternally pursued. And, finally, all of their most cherished rituals, the Champions League nights, the Classico battles, the victory celebrations, and the passing of all of their enduring legacies. Real Madrid stands as so much more than a football club. It is a living epic, a cultural phenomenon, and an eternal institution. And much like all great works of classical literature, its story has no true ending, only new chapters waiting to be written. Each match adds to their mythology, each season builds to their legend, and each new generation reinvents their greatness, while honoring their timeless essence. And where the white shirt remains both burden and blessing, a symbol of everything that was and everything that could potentially be. And in the end, Real Madrid is not just about football. It is, in fact, about that eternal human quest for excellence, the pursuit of beauty, and the power of dreams made manifest, and the power that comes from the ability to truly say, Hala Madrid, why not a mas?